It's a stream time. It's a stream time. It's a stream time. Streaming time. It looks like we're live. Nice. Hello, everybody. Welcome
Oh
back.
my god.
My God, it's
upon the precipice where we slap the enamel colors upon the canvas of reality and change it to our whim.
well
Something
spoken.
like that.
Well spoken, Andy. All right. Well, we are back again for another Tuesday drawing stream, and this week I'm doing some Helldiver stuff because we've been playing that lately, and I've wanted to draw my diver for a bit. So
Yeah.
Hell a diver!
Hell diver. Hell diver.
No!
Like
Almost.
that the
Holy
box
diver.
will burn.
I swear
My
I'm going to
ears
call Mr.
bleed.
Bonnie, and he's going to hit you with a baseball bat.
Peanut butter jelly and a baseball bat?
I had
Yeah.
the same thought.
No.
God damn it.
Hell divers, but you do it with like holy diver, like hell
Holy diver.
divers.
Let's see here. How do I want to? Oh God, that is way too bright of a blue.
I'm trying to find where my pictures are in Steam because, like, it's not a new computer, but it's a new SD card, and it's like doing everything differently
if you take
now.
it with a F12, you should see it in your screenshots. Then you just go to file location from there.
Yeah, but it's not putting it in pictures or downloads or documents.
Yeah.
It's Steam or
Let me
whatever.
see here. How do I want to do? Okay. Yeah, I tend to wear the Dreadnought armor with my Helldiver because it's my favorite. The limb protection is nice, and you know the throw range is very good as well. Script. So how is everybody this fine Tuesday? Tuesday, isn't it?
Pretty okay.
That's
My
good.
feet hurt because I'm old
Yeah.
and fat.
My knees they're sore just because of standing all day in my job. So it's the nature of the gig, I guess. But now I'm at home sitting in my chair, so all is well. I promise these mad scribbles will make sense eventually. I'm trying something here. Which, that's the fun about drawing stuff, is just kind of playing around with ideas to see what sticks.
Yeah. Hey there, Maze. Hey there, Bully Snake. Hey there, Lord Troa. Hey there, Digiman. Welcome back to WVPL 76.
Your place for somewhat coherent broadcasting.
You chose this.
You asked for it. That's the tagline. WVPL 76. You asked for this.
You stole fizzy lifting drinks.
Was that a reference
Something
to
like
Charlie
that.
in the Chocolate Factory?
No, it was a reference to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, because that's the only good movie of that shit. Everything else is a...
Oh, that's right. The original was called Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, you know, everything else is false.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's right. They also made the Timothy Chalamet Ding Dong one. I forgot about that. And I wanted to have him like a recoilless, because that tends to... Oh, you know what? How do I want to do this? Because I want him to be pointing to his helmet, but... Every character in a shooter is always right-handed. That's a good way to put it, Maze. Semi-coherent ramblings. So I hope people like the ethereal music that I got going on. I've been kind of getting into a hole on YouTube of listening to like lo-fi ethereal music while I work on stuff.
I often use like the soundtracks of movies that are much more like meditative. Strangely enough, Conan the Barbarian among them, because a lot of the music in that movie was actually very soft and like atmospheric.
I could see it.
Because a lot of it was trying to establish, like, behold, this giant-ass world we're going to travel through.
Yeah, very sweeping landscapes and stuff. Kind of like the music that plays when you're walking around in Skyrim or something.
Yeah, very Breath of the Skyrim. Breath of the Skyrim Redemption 2.
Oh god, that's so true, though. They all kind of blend together. As much as I like a good sandbox, there's too many of them. And usually it's more sand than box. Or box than sand, if that makes sense.
I get your meaning.
Let's see. Bring out the perspective tool.
Oh, this will amuse you, Crispy.
Yeah.
One of those moments with Google Assistant where it's just like, stupid machine, that I think you'd appreciate.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for a quote, and I can't remember who did the quote or even the exact quote, but I knew and it would turn out to be a C.S. Lewis quote. But
yeah.
I type in the quote, and I forget to tell Google, please tell me who was this quote. And instead I just type in the quote as I remember it full hand, which is, "You mock honor and act surprised when you are betrayed." And the response is, "I cannot act in this manner as I am a large language model trained by Google. I do not have personal feelings, honor, or the capacity to be surprised or betrayed."
Just imagine that in the voice of an Elcor. Yeah, that sounds like... Yeah, that's about right. What I expected.
And I mean, ultimately, it's my idiocy for not, posting a parameter.
Well, yeah, but still, it's just like, all right.
Well, it's like there's a scene in My Little Pony where one of the characters has been like drained of all their spirit, and she's usually this bright, bubbly character, and so somebody's like, "Well, this person's a barrel full of laughs." Laughter doesn't come from barrels; it comes from inside you as a response to delight. Just that kind of deadpan.
Yeah. Oh, I know it very well. Let's see.
Hey, Google, if you could tell me, how would be the fastest way to fill a room with carbon monoxide?
What? Andy, no!
Oh no. This is where it starts.
Andy, you keep this up, and I'm going to pay Cookie Mama to look at you very disappointedly. I'm willing to do that.
First of all, there are people that do that for free already.
Yeah, but it's Cookie Mama.
Hey, why don't you just give me the money?
Good point. Wait.
Look, I'll look at myself. Look, I'll look at myself in the mirror. I'll do it better than anyone else. That face you've been wearing this whole time. You've forgotten how not to make the face. Just go to the museum reference.
Andy, do I need to get the Deer of Uncomfortable Truths out again? I'll go dig that up and put it on stream.
The reason your job sucks is because you don't apply yourself hard enough.
Andrew, quit trying to hurt me, or Crispy, especially Crispy.
I hurt myself today.
A needle tears a hole.
A needle tears a hole.
Someone posted a video where it's like Sora hates Goofy. He's like, "Hey, Sora, want to get ice cream after this, buddy?" And Sora's like, "I hate you, Goofy. I hate you because you're the kind of person who would have a melanoma tumor on his back and wouldn't tell anybody till the last minute. And when you cause your..." He just went to this whole tirade.
Oh my god. See, I was just thinking of some quotes from Oni Plays that I probably can't say on stream because of some of the language, but...
Hey, Rimward.
Bits. I guess I can make a rocket launcher ambidextrous, don't you think?
Yeah, probably.
Because part of me wants to like have it on his shoulder, but it's like, well, he's pointing with his other... Wait. I have an idea.
Wait, I can't remember, Crispy. Are you a lefty?
Yes, I am.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, that was one of those things where when I was...
That explains so much.
the story that I'm writing, the main character
Please be patient, I am left-handed.
The main character is left-handed pretty much on accident, because when I was first learning to draw, I was mimicking pictures from the Legend of Zelda like strategy guides, and he was always left-handed, and so just on impulse I make most swordsmen that I draw left-handed, not even thinking about it.
I didn't realize that Link was left-handed.
Yeah. The only time he was ever right-handed was in the Wii version of something.
Interesting.
Because they had to mirror the world to adjust it.
Ah.
But yeah, no, Link's always been left-handed, and it was one of those things where it's like, yeah, I remember as a kid watching my father as I grew up, like he is left-handed, and it was the source of quite a bit of frustration.
Oh yeah. My mom was left-handed, and I don't know. It never really was like too odd for me that I was left-handed, but
yeah.
See, part of me wants to like try new techniques to streamline things a bit here, and normally I do like a sketch and then I rough it out on another layer and then I do the final line art, but I want to see if I can do this without doing the middle step. I mean, usually I just draw lines, but I'm kind of taking my time on this one.
Yeah.
What can I say? I'm dedicated to my craft.
It's a good thing.
Yeah. You know, I spent many years learning these skills, and I'm damn proud of that. Because I can do stuff like this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I wanted to see... Ah! That's not what I wanted to do. One sec. I have so many files I'm going through right now just to find a picture.
And this shall be your fate for all of time.
It's my fate like every time I'm working on stuff.
Exactly. I too understand the difficulties of artistic file management. Maze says there needs to be a shirt that says, "Please be patient, I'm a lefty." Storm, did you enjoy... Yes, that was great. For any who haven't seen it, Rimward, drop the link for that. That's actually link-worthy. Some guy doing a cover of House of the Rising Sun with Chinese instruments.
Oh, wow.
I will be right back. I must make a bio break.
You gonna make a poopy. What are you working on over there, Andy?
I'm kind of doing my Arc Raiders character because
Oh, cool.
that's what I've been doing a lot lately. I don't know what. Normally, I'm not like a first person shooter kind of person, but lately, it's weird.
You have been getting really into that game. I see you playing it a lot.
It's been pissing me off a lot lately because like I'll get like
Oh,
jumped by a bunch of robots or something out of nowhere. It's like they make their beeline right to me. It's like I just got on the map.
yeah. Cyberstain's been a son of a bitch, I'll tell you that. As much as I want to do this on one thing, I think it's better off if I kind of rough it out a bit on another layer, so we're just going to do that. I'm also, like, putting pressure on myself unnecessarily because I'm like, I need to get this done on stream, or just, like, need to get multiple drawings done on stream, and then I'm way too hard on myself because I do that a lot, unfortunately. But I guess in a way that discipline has helped. Just got to be healthier with it. And I'm just thinking out loud here. Yeah, speaking of games we've been playing lately, I've been trying to get a hold of Menace, but it's difficult. That game has a learning curve to it that I am having trouble going up.
I have returned, Crispy, son of Andy, son of Whacker, son of Diggs.
I got a few questions about that genealogy there.
I came up with it while on a meth binge, which means it's reliable.
You know, the worst ideas have come out of meth.
Indeed. I had a question for you, Crispy, if you don't mind
Yes.
my railing us in a direction.
That's fine. I
And
can talk
this
for it.
is not me trying to grill you. This is me asking out of a kind of genuine curiosity as a creator of such content myself. Call it market research. But why do you specifically dislike musical theater, and what specifically are there any exceptions to that?
You know, it's a hard question for me to ask just because I don't know if it's just like an autistic thing or what, but just a bunch of people singing in a room in unison doing choreography just makes me highly uncomfortable. I know that's a weird answer for it, but that's like just something I've been I think about, you know, when I see those scenes. Or just people just singing, you know. I'd rather just watch, if I'm watching something, I'd rather just watch people actually doing stuff and just talking about it rather than sing it. I don't know how to explain it, you know. It's a weird thing.
Something about the medium
Yeah. You know,
hits you off.
it's like people that I know there's probably people that aren't into like comics and stuff. Because for whatever reason that medium doesn't get to them. And you know, I guess I can understand that. I don't judge them for it. It's just, and I'm not saying you're judging me. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that by any stretch. But you know, it's just one of those things where it's just not my personal preference, I guess, and it's just kind of hard to explain why, to some extent, you know.
Yeah, part of my curiosity is twofold, because, like, any time I hear something like that, I'm like, there has to be a reason, even if it's, like, a purely psychological one. And, you know, my theory...
was scared by an opera singer before he was born.
What?
I could see it.
What did he say? He cut out.
Yeah, that your mother was scared by an opera singer before you were born.
Oh, that's very possible.
But a portion of it is, like I said, it's kind of a market research thing, because obviously it could be a complete pipe dream and never happen, but then there's the part of me that's like, could I be the one to make Crispy like musical theater? You know, and I say that, you know, largely jokingly. It's a...
yeah, I can fix him.
Yeah, it's more of a, you know, like... Even if it's a goal that's not actually attainable, it's in a certain sense in a certain sense, helpful as like a kind of focus.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird thing. It's like, I mean, there was one time I watched Steven Universe for a little bit just because it was on TV at the time, and I actually did mute the TV when the musicals came on because I'm just like, I don't want to watch this. This makes me uncomfortable. It's a weird thing to explain, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so because I wondered if it was a stylistic thing, because a lot of musicals, like, and this is as somebody who's a consumer of many musicals, a lot of musicals are very, what would I call it, shallow in their songwriting.
You know, that might be part of it to some extent, because, I mean, I'm not saying I'm, like, deep with my music or anything, you know, in terms of, like, oh, I only listen to stuff where the lyrics have meaning, because it's like, I mean, I got all sorts of weird shit that I listen to, but maybe that's part of it. I don't know. I honestly just want to chalk it up to lizard brain no like, but I don't, because I don't really know. I don't know if I can really put a specific reason on why. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there was like one thing that made me dislike musicals. Maybe my sister singing like the Phantom of the Opera and stuff, or liking to annoy me with Frozen. But
well, yeah.
God, Frozen's so terrible.
Like, and the worst part about Frozen is the music's actually fairly competently written, but it just got so unbelievably overplayed, and the story wasn't good.
No.
You guys really hate that stuff, don't you?
What stuff?
What?
No, the Frozen song.
Well, you have to remember, Andy, I was a home theater salesman between 2014 and 2017 at a Best Buy, and that song played every day.
Yeah?
7 or 8 times a day.
Yeah.
And I am going to keep talking because I want to see how high you can go.
Well, you know, if you have a problem, the best thing to do is to starts looking at you. Let it go.
Let it go!
I knew you were going to make that. I knew you were going to fucking say that. You son of a bitch.
Lols.
He definitely had a troll face on IRL when he said that. I'm fully convinced of it.
This thing bothers my friend. I'm gonna joke about it.
God, it's like we were playing Helldivers last night, and you said as an artist, I'm like, I can't get mad about it because he actually does art. You bastard.
Well, that's why I was going like, well, as a musician, Storm. I don't think he heard me.
Oh, I heard you. It's just we were in the midst of the heck dip, and so I just had to acknowledge it as lol funny.
I was more screaming about, oh god, they dropped a second Vox engine. Those things suck to fight.
Yeah.
I need to bring the Redeemer next time we go to Cyberstan. I need to play with that more to figure out the arcs of it. Because it's a fun one to use. I want to explode things, Storm.
Yes.
I love the new tank destroyer. And it is a tank destroyer, not a tank. They actually do call it a tank destroyer on the wiki and stuff, but man, I was playing that, Red Fog was driving, I was the gunner, I was having a blast in that turret.
Yeah.
I was like,
Graham
I'm
Sheckle
rock
says,
hard.
I am in pain.
It do be like that sometimes.
Thoughts on the songs from the musical Jekyll and Hyde? Okay, so I've listened through Jekyll and Hyde once before, and I performed one of the songs for my senior recital. I thought the music was pretty interesting. Especially, it's almost more like I liked the lyric writing better than I liked the actual songwriting. Because, like, there's, for example, just in the song, this is the moment, this is the moment, this is the time when the momentum and the moment are in rhyme. Like, that kind of word work I really like. But the music was very dun 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 dun. dun 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 dun. It wasn't bad by any stretch. It wasn't
Yeah.
overly simple, but it was a kind of music I had come to expect. Then again, I do know that the vast majority of my favorite musicals are all heavily in minor key. So like Sweeney Todd, The Count of Monte Cristo.
I didn't realize Count of Monte Cristo was a musical.
It came out in 2008. Les Miserables. And that one, that's almost one of the ones. Yeah. Count of Monte Cristo is almost one of those ones I would be tempted to show you, or to try to show you. But only because it's more of a rock musical.
Yeah. I've had some exposure to musicals. Like I said, my sister loved the Phantom of the Opera growing up, and I will admit, there's song like the main theme of that I kind of liked at the time. I guess I kind of like it still, but it's and I just want to be clear. I don't, even though I have dislike musicals, I'm not saying they're a bad thing. I totally don't want to put down anyone that puts the time and effort in to make something like that. Because it is art, and I absolutely respect its place in the medium, and as well very significant musicals like Les Miserables and such. It's just not for me, I guess, really.
Yeah, and that's all good and well.
Having said that, we did watch the episode of It's Always Sunny last night with the Dayman and the Nightman musical.
Dayman!
Yeah.
Oh!
My wife just did it from the other room.
Nice.
Oh God. She is my wife for a reason.
Except Rent. Rent is an absolute waste of a musical.
Oh really? That's kind of the popular consensus. Is it's not good.
There are people that like it, and I'm not one of them.
I mean,
it appears that
people like all kinds of stuff.
And it appears that Samurai is in agreement about that.
People like getting staples in their scrotum, but that doesn't mean everyone else is going to want that.
My opinions on Rent are kind of formed on the fact that it's not even the music. The characters that we are shown are heroified, they're lionized. And when you cut apart everything they do and how they act, they're just bad people. They're horrible. And it's like they're insufferable, self-important, and entitled. They feel, and I say this as a college professor, they feel like the stereotype
as a college professor.
They feel like the stereotype of an entitled college student.
For all we know, that could have been stereotype. I was gonna say, for all we know, that could have been the sort of person that wrote that. I don't know who wrote Rent.
I get the distinct feeling it was, but I could be wrong.
Yeah,
there's UNC says there is zero pathos for any of the main characters. There's a lot of those. Like another one that I'm not a big fan of. I get why people like it, but you know me and my thing for like very stories and so forth. Cats, because it's a collection of songs. What your opinion was. It's a collection of songs, and the songs themselves are not necessarily bad, but as a musical, it's just a stringing together of these songs with the barest hint of a story. As opposed to...
I don't get Cats, man.
As opposed to, like, Les Mis, or the Broadway version of Hunchback of Notre Dame. Like, these very heavy, kind of more thoughtful musicals. And again, part of that is also because if you listen to my taste in musicals and you listen to my taste in heavy metal, you will start to notice an overlap. Bombastic, minor key, very heavy tones.
You do have a thing for that, yeah.
It's why Wacker and I have that joke of I'll start speaking in, like, dark, epic, like, I'm... Lo and behold, there was Crispy, and upon his brow was doom, kind of things.
I can run Doom.
Yay! But can Andy run Doom?
Yeah. I I eat a spicy habanero and BFG Division starts playing inside of my bowels.
Wait a minute. I was waiting for Storm to be like, wait a minute, that's... Master! Master!
Where's the dreams that I've been after?
Laughter! Laughter!
I remember when I finally revealed to somebody what that song was about, just the reaction on their face.
What is it about? I don't think I know, actually.
Okay, so I'm going to recite a lyric to you, and it will tell you everything.
Is it about drugs?
Ritual misery, your life is spent, you see, chop your breakfast on a mirror. Taste me, you will see, more is all you'll need. Dedicated to how I'm killing you.
Cocaine
Master,
addiction.
master. Master, where are the dreams that I've been after? Master, you promised only lies. Laughter, all I hear and see is laughter, laughing at my cries.
It's about breakfast.
Yeah, there is a theory that it might have been about Dave Mustaine.
I could see that.
The lead singer of Megadeth, who had originally been part of Metallica before just being a general asshole and be a very abusive drug user.
No, not Dave Mustaine.
Yeah,
that doesn't seem possible.
Before he finally got his shit together and got his life in order.
His misfit way of life.
Yep.
Danny.
That light for us, eternal life for us.
You know, I'll take it.
Treated wicked kick, treated wicked trick.
Is it bad now that I want to hear a mix-up of that and Sweating Bullets?
Potentially.
If that doesn't already exist, I
Sweating
feel like that probably already exists.
Hello, it's me again. Staring back at my black tooth grin. It's a hard not life.
Oh my god, if that doesn't exist.
Now that you've said it,
I will admit, for my problems I have with AI, the shitpost music that I hear, like the mixture of Hank Hill's Stained It's Been a While, or Plankton singing Tools the Pot, I do love those.
My favorite is probably Plankton singing Mother by Danzig.
Oh, that would be good. That would be a good
Mother! Yep.
Yeah.
I still wish they would run with that and do an episode where, Plankton's band members show up and he's like, oh no, and he's like, Plankton needs to come back for the band. Plankton,
why do they sound like the
rock band?
Beatles?
Yeah, it's just a hobby. I didn't really care for it. It turns out he's really good at it, but he just doesn't like doing it.
Okay, so catching up on chat here, Samurai says, when you're too big an asshole for Metallica, that's like when John Belushi told Carrie Fisher she was doing too much coke.
Oh, that's a hell of a thing. Holy shit.
May says, the hell did I come back to? Tom Zach asks, I'd ask what I walked into, but we're discussing music and the drugs therein. Digiman says, I heard Love Shack for the first time in a while, and it feels empty without being mashed up with Pull My Devil Trigger.
What? You have to explain that one to me, I don't know.
Pull My Devil Trigger is a song from, I believe, the anime Devil Trigger, or is it a video game? I've heard it before. I know it's associated with said product.
You could have said it's from My Neighbor Totoro, I believe. Actually, no, I would not have believed if you said My Neighbor Totoro.
I thought
it's from My Neighbor Totoro. Devil Trigger is a video game, and somebody mashed it up with Love Shack. It's pretty funny.
Somebody, the guy that did the Popeye videos where he put the fighting games sounds over it, he deleted the videos, and I'm distraught.
That's a shame.
Probably because he didn't own it. Because he put whole episodes, 1 or 2 whole episodes of Popeye, so that's probably why.
More specifically, Tom Zach, I was explaining to Crispy how the song Master of Puppets is about cocaine and heroin addiction.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that ruined a lot of bands.
I mean,
to be honest, it's pretty fucking amazing that Iggy Pop is still alive.
how many
considering
songs are about drugs or
I
having relations with dolphins?
I
Anyway,
I know a lot of songs are inspired by drugs. I mean, one of the ones I always think of is that David Bowie recorded one of his best albums, Station to Station, and doesn't remember it because he was that high in cocaine.
when I made the
Yeah.
dolphin reference, I was waiting for Storm Song to say, "Queen did that one time, Andy."
What did Queen do with a dolphin? Do I want to know?
We don't want to know.
No, it was apparently one of their in the rock opera they did. One of them was supposedly about dolphins or something like that.
I mean, that was just doing drugs in the 70s, man. Or was it the 80s? It could have been both.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you make a song about a dolphin, you're definitely doing mushrooms. I feel like.
I've heard good things. I've heard good things about that one, Ramshackle. We were going to have a production of it at our university, but a whole bunch of the cast fell ill, so it actually never ended up getting aired. It was going to be one. Black Dynamite's 1 hour special, Wizard of Watts, or Oz Ain't Got Shit on the Whiz.
That sounds incredible. Also, before you said that, I was thinking of Metallica, and I just thought it was going to turn into Master of Poo Bits with how sick everyone got.
No, I guess they had like a barbecue or something a few nights before the first showing, and everyone got food poisoning. And it was the kind of thing where it was scheduled for one weekend because it was one of the junior productions.
Oh, that sucks.
Shit like that happens, and that's when you have to, pull something out of your ass.
Yeah.
Okay, I will give another example actually of a musical. Now I want a Boston-themed Oz parody called Wicked Pizza. Oh, pizza. Yeah. So
when do we get the Whale the musical?
Yeah, wow. So what I was thinking
of,
the
big pizza song.
A musical that I like the music, but I hate the story and I hate the characters. Spring Awakening.
What is that one?
That one is about things that parents should have explained. Oh, Pisser. Okay, Pissa. Got it. Things that parents should have explained to their kids at an earlier age, and those kids engaging in those things too young and ruining their lives.
Oh, it's like the movie Kids, which is a really fucked up movie.
And it ends with a girl getting a surgery to try to remove said problem, but it's before that was legal, and it's a back alley, and she dies, supposedly of anemia. And it's one of those shows where, like, the music is so good, but every person in it is horrible. But yeah. Alternative, Disney's Pocahontas, where that was a very well done soundtrack for an otherwise unbelievably boring and inaccurate movie.
I love that song, Sandwiches. Sandwiches, sandwiches.
There's a version I want to do of Savages where it's the Ox and the Legion singing about each other.
Oh, God.
Getting Otto to yell, I wonder if they even bleed.
I think Otto is going to yell a lot of things that we can't record. No, I'm kidding. Only slightly kidding. Alright. Man, I forgot how many grenades they have on this armor. So many grenades.
Exactly, guy. Exactly.
My skill's not to the best of these, but whatever. I feel like at some points I've just gotten to the point of, like, not being too self-critical, just because it's like, well, I'm actually trying, versus people that just, not to dig up this fucking topic because I've talked about it enough, but just people that rely too much on AR to make stuff.
Yeah. Maze, that's where you and I play the roles of John Smith and Pocahontas, so the two trying to bridge the gap.
I want to see that fucking version of Pocahontas.
Me,
Try to bridge the
Maze-a-Hontas,
gap
love
between
him.
your teeth first.
Me, Maze-a-Hontas, love him, Storm Smith. Oh god, I creeped myself out.
And then you went to England, and then you died of a horrible disease.
Like many people in
Aw.
England.
Now you gave me a sad, Andy.
Good.
I didn't realize she died of it.
Yeah, she got smallpox.
Oh, yeah, that'll happen in England.
So you know when you go to different planets in sci-fi and they just walking around with no helmets and shit like that? Yeah, that didn't work here in real life.
Yeah, that was one of my problems with Prometheus, is like they get to the planet and they just immediately take their helmets off. I'm like, bruh.
Oh, is this an alien? Is this an alien plant? Let me stick my face in it.
No, if I'm going to an alien planet, I'm wearing a whole hazmat suit, in part so I can freak out the locals if there is intelligent life, because they just see a really creepy looking moon man coming towards them, yelling John Madden football over and over.
You start playing David. They walk up to you slowly and you pull out a boombox, raise it over your head. David Bowie starts playing.
You know what? I feel like it's what he would have wanted.
Yeah.
I just put on Moon Age Daydream and yeah. You know that David Bowie was like so high on cocaine at one point he thought Jimmy Page was a wizard trying to kill him?
I mean, what proof do you have that he wasn't?
I don't actually have any proof because they were all back in the occult back then. Actually, there's a book which I need to remember the title of it, but it's literally like a book where it's like how occult saved rock and roll, like the whole like interest in the occult saved rock and roll.
Yeah, it's a good thing they don't do that stuff anymore, right, Storm? So,
I mean,
well, there is the song "Mr. Crowley" was borderline autobiographical.
Yeah, they didn't. I don't think they talked about the part where Crowley ate Dookie, but.
Namely, just that I forget which one, but somebody had access to like Crowley's library after he died, and they were like, "Oh, sick! Let's go visit and look at it." And it actually ended up creeping creeping Ozzy out enough that he was like, I'm
gonna go get religion.
I wonder,
like, just basically saying like, I mean, we all pretend at this shit for the stage, but Jesus, what the fuck was wrong with this man?
A lot.
Ergo, the song "Mr. Crowley."
Mr.
Crowley,
he was a very interesting dude.
In your head?
You merely adopted the occultism.
So,
I was molded by it, formed by it.
Here's the thing. Crowley was essentially a trust fund kid that ended up falling into the occult because he was literally like a millionaire as a kid because his parents, which were Puritans, were part of a family line that essentially opened a chain of restaurants all across the UK. Like I guess you could compare it to Chili's. But yeah, he had millions of dollars, which, spoiler alert, he pissed that the fuck away on dumb shit because is Crowley. It just like a lot of old school occultists, really, the reason they were able to do the things that they did is because they were loaded. But his story's an interesting one. I'll put it that way. I wouldn't say necessarily he was a dark and evil wizard like people want to think he was. I mean, the guy literally ate shit at one point and did a bunch of other weird things. Oh, actually, I if you want, you can go look up his book of poetry. Do you know what that book of poetry is called? White Stains.
Yes, I did. Yeah, and I will say that I am amused by the fact that Aleister Crowley did have a literal wizard's duel at one point, and it mostly amounted to them yelling curses at each other and trying to stab each other with knives.
Oh no, it was even funnier. You know who the most
that's the version of Harry Potter I want.
Do you know who the most powerful person in that duel was? The locksmith, because literally, like, he announced to the Order of the Golden Dawn he was going to come take it over. The secretary essentially just got a guy to come and change the locks so he couldn't get in, and then they eventually got in, and then they changed the locks, so that there's like, now it's ours, and then they just, literally, like, they just called the cops on fucking Crowley. He also got kicked down the stairs at one point because he was just like trying to walk up the stairs, do incantations at a guy, and the guy was just like, fuck this. He just kicked him down the stairs.
Yep.
Cast foot. Crispy.
Yes.
Why don't you talk about how Edgar Allan Poe died?
Oh
yeah,
did he get...
Yep.
Yeah, not just that.
They fed him a lot of drugs to get him to vote over and over again.
Yeah, that's right. I have heard that.
To what?
Man, that's like...
To get him to vote over and over again.
Vote?
Yeah, like
yeah,
some
there
gang
was
of dudes essentially like kidnapped him and did that.
Well, it wasn't just him. It was basically a conspiracy where they used like laudanum and opium to drug people and get them to vote frequently.
There's a whole thing. History's fun.
Guy on Broadway says, the thing about the Ox versus BPL feuds is that in order to indulge in that kind of violence, the Ox would have to take a break from fighting the Ox. Which started when the Ox got angry at the Ox because the Ox borrowed money from the Ox to pay back the Ox because they broke the Ox's stuff while at a house party with the Ox, at Ox's during fight with the Ox for the honor of the Ox, glory to Ox.
Yeah, yeah. The Ox is definitely that meme from It's Always Sunny where the brother's like trying to pull his brother up and then Frank's like, no you don't, with a stick.
Yep.
Because, I mean, we're all, like... I mean, not to sound like I'm bragging or anything like that, but we're all kind of, like, OGs originally, because we came in, like, the first, like, or second waves. And I definitely remember the point where the Ox declared independence, and I made posters that I can't share anymore because they're basically photoshops of posters from certain groups in Northern Ireland. And just all sorts of bonkers stuff that happened, and then, like, after that, like, there was, like, 50 declarations of independence and civil war amongst the Ox. And it sounds like that trend hasn't really diminished.
It was a strange place. Is a strange place.
I just kind of sit on the rock.
Strange
I
place.
just kind of, yeah. At these days, I just
By the way,
like the old guy on the porch with a rocker, just watching like, and kids, is that again?
Knowing full well that we were all like that once. Yes.
Yes.
I shall not judge. For
also, you were going to say something, Star.
Well, I was going to say, it's like, by the way, JD's and Littleman, you've been bechalled. There's a talent show. Do it.
Talent show.
Do it.
Do the talent
show.
Do
it.
Submit your shit.
If
you're the kind of person who like, I want to make something, do it. Submit it to the talent show. Make fun stuff. Make fun stuff for yourself.
On the long list of ill-advised things Storm did while in the Ox, I started the Oxlandia broadcast service, and I learned two things. If you hold up a microphone and say free microphone, you make fun friends like Crispy and Whacker. 2, if you hold up a microphone and say free microphone, you meet other people who shouldn't be your friends.
I think I can think of at least one of those people, but yes, you're absolutely correct. God, the Abs was a weird time. I still have the Garbage Pail Kids sketches, like the one I did of Goat where he's playing Wonderwall, or
oh yeah.
Yeah, the cryptid one I have where I did like Mothman and Sasquatch and stuff. Like, I saved all that stuff, but yeah. I tend to hoard my drawings because I like my drawings. They're my children's.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not talking too much. I'm actually.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine, man.
This is how these streams go, my dude.
Yeah.
One of us starts concentrating, the others lose track, and
yeah. I will say that And again, I really don't want to sound like I'm bragging when I say this, but it's just one of those things I notice about myself. But I'm really able to multitask drawing with doing other shit. Like I'll be like in a chat just talking to people. I'm talking to you guys right
Teletanker.
now, and I'm doing this stuff. So
Yeah. Teletanker ran back to his swamp, demanding, "What did we do to Whacker?"
oh, we buried him out back till he gets better.
Fun fact, Finland is a lot of frozen swampland. Or a lot of Finland is frozen swampland, I should say.
It is that part of Europe. I want to say.
There's also forests.
I've definitely seen footage from Ukraine of like how smutty that place gets. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I know you said muddy, but I heard smutty.
I mean, I'm not about to comment on their pornography situation. They might have an excellent industry in that regard, but I don't know for certain.
Moving right along.
Googled it. Anyway,
how
about the
fancy free.
But to Rimward's point, yes, Finland is absolutely beautiful. I would like to visit there someday.
It would be cool to go to. I would love to just go to Europe in general. I've never really left the continental U.S. I've been to Canada at least twice.
Germany and Finland would be the two. Austria and Switzerland as well. I like castles.
I would want to go to Germany.
Yeah.
Can we wear lederhosen?
Of course.
Yeah,
I'm sure they'll look at us like, "Oh, God damn it, it's the Americans again."
We're gonna slap each other on our knees and shit.
I'm gonna dress like one of the members of Kraftwerk myself. Just long black jacket and sunglasses.
You know what's weird? I think I've learned so much in drawing just by trying to rush draw stuff for the stream.
Right?
And like not take it seriously. Like I'm just gonna draw something as quick as I can and be funny about it. And there's like, golly, I've learned so much.
Honestly, Andy, I'm right there with you. Like I've looked back at some of my stream drawings and like, wow, I'm kind of surprised that I did something like that. In a good way. But yeah, I think there is something about just doing speed drawings of stuff that really helps you get better.
Yep.
If anything, it gets you to think on your feet with drawing stuff.
I will say, working on music for IRL customers while working on music for text during the lead up to the Black Knight, while working on music for my own stuff, while teaching my students how to do music stuff, like, was a kind of boot camp that I've just found suddenly things are easier.
Yeah. I've actually gotten to a point where I'm like, I don't feel like gaming right now. I'd rather just at least, like, sketch or something,
Yep. From time to time, we get there.
Yeah. Of course, I also need to
been
remember
a
sometimes...
long time getting from there to here.
Oh, God.
My God. Andy, are you telling me that you have faith of the heart?
Oh. What's that song? Da 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 da. What is it?
Freebird, I don't know.
No. I don't get. Oh yeah. I've gotten these weird YouTube clips about a guy. I think they call him like the footless pilot, or I'm sorry, the barefoot pilot. And he plays, I think, Arma and other games, but he's a helicopter pilot. He picks people up, and he pulls like Skywolf shit, like flying 2 feet above the ground, going like 80 miles an hour. Then he does a barrel roll and lands and lets everybody off, and they're like, "Oh my God!"
And he's flying with his feet the entire time?
No, it's just that you see bare feet like on the floorboard. I don't know if that's like. It's just funny.
Like in the game or out in real life?
I'm sure in the game, not in real life. Like,
I was gonna say, I've seen videos of dudes like flying Apaches in their underwear in Arma. So,
and it's usually like Freebird playing in the background while they're like flying through a tunnel that only 2 cars are supposed to be able to pass through at some time.
Look, I think if they really wanted to be chat about it, they would have played the Spice Girls. That's just what I'm saying.
No one forgets getting killed by the mace named Mr. Fuzzy.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how Freebird goes.
Free bird.
Huh. I actually think I've got this mostly lined out, at least the way I want it to. I should mention this is the first time I've ever really done my Helldiver, so if it's not the greatest, I apologize.
I like how our characters are going to be completely different. Hopefully, I'll be done before we get to it. But
Well, Arc Raiders is what I like to call hobo classic when it comes to how they outfit their dudes. Rareboy, I'm just looking at the other picture that is there about health.
so we got a bunch of the greatest artists together to recent stories, and we asked them, how is it that most story writers lately have made the great enemy be some kind of machinational mechanical horror? Is it because you foresaw the terror that AI and machine and heavy industry would be on humanity? They all say,
Gee, Andy,
"Oh,
I
we
don't
just didn't
know."
want to." They all said, "We didn't want to offend anybody in the future, so we just made a robots."
No, I'm kind of putting AI in my setting because of that reason. If the toasters want to get mad about it in 50 years, they can come to my grave and yell at me.
Well, it's like, imagine like in like 50 years, aliens show up and they're like
Hey,
they're like
Diggs.
they're like bug
Okay.
people, and they're like they look at like shows like Starship Troopers, and they look at us and like, do you have something to tell us? Is there
Honestly,
do you have an
if
issue?
I was an alien, I'd be more offended by things I saw and like fur affinity, but I don't want to get into that subject matter because I don't want to think about it.
Yeah, let's move squarely along.
I think one of the funny
I just need
things
to say
someone
the
said.
words.
I think a funny thing someone could do, or an alien could do, like, is watching the Aliens franchise, be like, you've run into these things too.
Yeah, just start gaslighting humans.
Yep.
Oh my god, imagine if you got abducted by aliens and you're laying down on a gurney, you've got a bunch of grays over you, and they start doing the thumb thing. You know what I'm talking about? The thumb trick?
Yeah. Yep.
Just like,
I
what is
still like that
happening?
there were those. I still think it's funny that there were those aliens that were freaking out over that lady's zipper. Like, what the hell is this?
Oh, was that
What
the
is
Benny the
this?
Burning Hill case? I feel like I know which one you're
Yeah.
talking about. Because of course I do.
They're like advanced, star traveling denizens of the space, and they're like, what is this?
What is this bullshit?
Also, Crispy, you've just been added in a quote.
Oh no, what did I say?
If the toasters want to complain about it in 50 years, they can come to my grave and yell at me.
Yeah, that's fair.
You wake up and you're in a machine, and they play that quote to you, and they're like, well.
Oh god. Don't why must you give me man-made horrors beyond my comprehension, Andy?
Yes.
I don't want to be in the meat tube.
Crispy, never read I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Or play the point and click adventure.
Oh, I probably
Which
had intrusive
apparently
thoughts similar to this, so...
Which apparently the writer actually had a lot to deal with, so it's like considered like an official like either reboot or update to the story.
Oh, that's very possible. I just don't really know this. Oh, wait, that's Harlan Ellison. That's right. That guy's... apparently he has some very interesting opinions.
Oh, no! An old writer had opinions?
Oh, I'm not talking about, like...
What are we gonna do, Storm?
I'm not talking
well, we're probably going to spend the rest of time character assassinating them while still making money off of their product.
When I say opinions, I don't mean things that are more like you'd see on certain social media websites. I'm more things like, I don't like the thing because it's not like the original, or it's like, I don't like Star Wars because there shouldn't be sound in space.
Okay, sorry. Rimward sent me something great that I have to share with you guys right now.
I'm perfectly fine with eating animal flesh.
Alright, send it, Storm.
Okay, so Time Scanner says Duolingo has Klingon for English speakers, but does not have English for Klingon speakers. The next guy says a Klingon would not dishonor his whole family by learning English from a smug little owl on his phone.
I don't understand the reference, if I'm honest.
Duolingo is a very weird way to be learning languages.
Is that like an app?
Yeah, it's an app for learning languages.
Okay. Because I don't know what Duolingo is, so it's kind of confused.
It's an app for clapping cheeks.
Well, okay, so more specifically, it's an app for learning languages that it goes out of its way to bother you to make you take your lesson, which is kind of good.
Oh, okay.
But it does stuff like it'll send you like prank texts and such to punish you for not doing your lesson. And this became the source of a meme where it's like, you missed your what was it? You missed your Spanish lesson today. You know what that means? And the guy has, it's set to his newsfeed, so then immediately it says missile attack in the Middle East or something like that.
Oh, that fucking thing. Okay, Rimward sent me a picture of the owl, and now I know what he's talking about.
Yep. But yeah, no, when you guys get the chance, go and join that talent bet, y'all.
Yes, do it. Submit your stuff.
I ask myself that question all the time, Kim Jong-un. All the time.
I want to see, have you like edited the one I sent you? I'd like to hear it.
Wait, what? Oh, my betchall?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me send you.
Which really isn't a betchall, but like when I realized the weakness of the auxiliary.
I'm waiting to hear the one that I recorded.
Yeah, you will.
We
just about to drop the one with Hal's in it.
Oh, nice.
I got behind on them because Jesus Christ.
You've been dealing with shit with the semester start and everything, so it's understandable.
So for you, Digi, I sent Super Chief the Love Shack trigger parody, and he's like, "Oh yeah, it's all coming together." Chief is a profound lover of Devil May Cry.
Yeah, he is. You are correct.
Woohoo! I have achieved a thing.
Nice.
One of the difficulties in songwriting is if the song is part of a unity of songs, so like whether that's an EP or an album or an entire musical or something.
Yeah.
You do have to make considerations to what will pull the audience's ear. And so this is usually why on an album the most radio-worthy songs tend to be at the front of the album because they will grab attention immediately. But the longer the song, the more like artistic the song, the more that it might be asking the audience to, kind of pay attention, the more likely the song is to be later on the album. So as a result, as a result, you kind of have to make those kind of decisions, and musicals follow the same rule. Lyrics or human voices should start within the first 10 seconds to have their attention. The singer for the music should be fairly powerful, so think of the Phantom of the Opera opening, as you kind of pointed out earlier.
Yeah.
And the song should convey everything it needs to convey within the first 3 to 4 minutes.
Gotcha.
There are exceptions to rules, of course, but you cannot rely on exceptions. You must assume that they are exceptions. And so I've managed to make sure that my opening song is 4.5 minutes.
Right on.
Oh.
But yeah, I got some amusement from my coworker when they were asking, okay, so you're writing a musical. How would you describe it? Like, give me your elevator pitch. And I'm like, Les Mis meets Conan the Barbarian.
It's a hell of a descriptor.
Which immediately had them interested, and they were like, okay, that's a good elevator pitch.
Short, sweet, to the point.
Let's see. Or the one of the notification was right about a security system notification of someone being at their door. Yeah. So yeah, Duolingo's a thing.
It's an interesting thing. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna do it like that. Safety first, after all.
You know, the thing is, I've got Freebird like playing in my head now.
Hey, that's not the worst song to have stuck in your head. I can think of far
'Cause
worse.
I'm like, it's like I'm using it like the song to like try to color as fast as I can.
Yeah.
Put on Talking Heads burning down the house.
Let's see. Where it says, son of a demon dog, that sounds like a blast storm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it was just this problem of I had the story I kept trying to write, and every time I would get to about page 70 or 80, it just would unravel. And I couldn't keep like a consistent thread of plot going, but I knew I had to write this story.
I understand.
But just kept running into this writer's block, and then I saw Epic, which was musical about the Odyssey that came out relatively recently, and thought, God, if only I could write a musical or something like that. And then it hit me. I write songs way faster than I write like polemic or uh, fictional script. So why not write it as an opera? And so here we are.
Hey man, I get it.
One of my favorite song ideas thus far, and I'm actually pretty far in writing it, is titled "Those Poor Bastards," which is the soldier singing about they think they have us surrounded, those poor bastards. Which is probably one of my favorite bits of World War II quote.
I forget who said that. I think that was Chesty Puller.
Something like that.
Sounds like something he'd say.
Yes.
I'm making my life more difficult than it needs to be. The magic wand tool exists for a reason.
Haha! I will be right back. I must use the potty like a big boy.
Very well. How goes it, Andy?
Doing all right.
Nice. Ah! There we go. Yes, there we go. Have you played Menace at all, Andy?
I returned my sexies.
No, but I've I don't. I saw bits of it, and it looks interesting. I like the opening video CGI of it because I think it was made by the same guy that did the Astartes series.
Oh, really? That's actually interesting. I didn't know that.
I
but
could
that's
be
true.
100% wrong because often I am.
I mean, it's on his level. That guy has some amazing production value with his work.
Well, I'll say this: if you watch like the first couple episodes of Astartes and that trailer, it's kind of very similar with the big armor guy going around and.
I mean, it very well could be possible. I don't want to say one way or the other. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
I mean, kudos to him, man. I love the idea that the guy got work out of it. You know.
Oh, he does some incredible. I mean, with the work that he's done, he absolutely should.
He's very good at. He's very good at cinematic and making like big characters walk naturally. Like he knows how to make big, heavy armor look right. You know, like.
Yeah. I get you. Because that could definitely be a skill in of itself in many ways. They probably like a more. Yeah. There we go. Fire Safety Officer Crispy. Oh, almost forgot his cape.
On Eric says, "You mean the Menace opening? I think it was, but I'd know more." Yeah.
I would not be surprised if that was the Astartes guy. I'd be very happy if it was, but yeah. Alright. I too must go use a bio break. I will be right back shortly.
Alright. In his absence, Andy.
Yeah.
We are going to discuss the superiority of musical theater about AI-generated force fields.
Yeah. Okay.
I know, I have nothing.
The Storm Song.
Yeah.
Would Conan get married to an Argonian or a Khajiit?
Conan never gets married in those stories.
See, you know.
Whereas my character does. When I say Conan meets Les Mis, it's not about Conan. It's a character that I base somewhat off of Conan.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, Yorick is a warrior who finds that he has lived a miserable life of violence and has known little, if anything else. And when he finds himself in charge of helping protect a group of refugees in a war zone, he starts to actually give a damn about people other than himself and realizes, like, well, shit.
Wait a minute. This is the Seven Samurai, but just one dude.
Oh, no, believe me, there's more than just him. There are many characters, so Seven Samurai is not a bad number. Although, the other way I've heard the story described after I described the character, given his kind of werewolfy nature, is Wolverine the musical.
Oh, well, I mean, that's very on brand for Hugh Jackman.
Yep.
The man does like his musicals.
Yeah. And Bully Snake confirms my point, which is Conan does not take wives, he takes concubines, which is a fun word.
Yeah.
Too much of a coward to commitment, huh?
Something like that.
Actually, yes, because in a lot of Conan the Barbarian, his mental state often suggests other human beings can't be trusted.
I mean, considering his upbringing, I can see why.
Yeah. in the it might be Archon, Predator the Musical, I don't know. I say these things somewhat
What?
jokingly, like in their own context, this is meant to be serious.
You ugly bastard! You come to my planet.
No.
Mercury suggests that Conan takes horse girls by the reins.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm as upset as you are. But
If
I'm
you
also
didn't
deeply
want, if you
I'm
didn't
about-
want
I'm
to be
about
treated
to make-
that way,
I'm
you
about
wouldn't
to
have had your nose piercing like that.
I'm about to make chat more upset because I had a horrible idea today while I was at work. You know what the Vox engine reminds me of? And that what it can really use as a mod is that it's a very loud giant thing that spews unearthly noises at people. And I thought, what if that was a Furby?
Yes! It's been some time, Crispy.
It's been a
Delight us.
while.
Delight us with your Furby goodness.
Oh, yes. I have several cursed Furby art pieces I want to make. One in particular being a larger piece of Clan Screaming Furby.
Yes.
I have Whackers in chat right now because he kind of inspired this idea.
Clan Hyborian horses, says Bully Snake. Furby tank, yes. Hyperborean horses.
Glory to Furby Stan.
Oh god. You know, I find it hilarious that Furby is essentially just hear what you say and then repeat it back. Which is fundamentally what AI does, and yet, no.
Storm.
I mean,
Andy, I'm guilty of murder.
I'd like to dedicate this episode of the stream to the late memory of Storm Song, who died in a mysterious boating accident.
Oh god! Storm Song 88 is deceased. Storm Song 89 is online.
Damn, we got through that many already.
Yeah, Diggs killed like 6 of me.
You know, he was hungry.
Part of it was for posting Juggalo ponies.
That's a good reason. That's a very good reason.
Insane
Oh,
clown
God.
ponies.
Oh,
General
God.
mischief.
I hate it so much. Actually, wait. To, okay, that kind of... This comes up a bit more, it looks like. Yeah, those Vox engines are miserable to fight, though.
Yep.
I think I did kill one by landing on it with a hell pod, which was fun.
Yeah.
It has been fun going to Cyberstand, but it also has been fucking brutal. Last night was one of those instances.
Yeah. That was one of those, now Andy and Crispy understand why Storm angers.
Oh, I understand completely.
I mean, Arc Raiders was making me like throw a fit the other day because I kept like running into shit like the damn things were just showing up out of nowhere.
I understand.
Getting capped by players 3 times in a row, says Fezbear.
Yeah,
Jugabroni, says Archon Ericer. Man, comma, shit! So, humble brag, if I may.
Yes.
I am down 8 more pounds.
Hey, nice. Congrats.
Soon, there will only be half of a storm left.
Soon you can wear booty shorts.
Oh, yeah. And then I truly will be the leader of the booty short cohort. Thank you, Maze.
How much time we got left?
Oh, we got about like 40 minutes, I think.
Okay, let me see.
We got time.
Halion. So Halion, it's one of the Vox engines from Helldivers,
Yeah.
but it's a Furby.
Imagine a large super tank that shoots missiles at you and spouts propaganda. Now imagine instead of it spouting cyberstand propaganda, it's saying Furby noises at you. It's essentially what it is. Oh, that's right. They got the side guns too, don't they? Yeah. All right. Oh no, it put the button on again. Here we go.
It also looks like the HK unit from Menace, but with Furby instead of a humanish body.
Oh right, the those things. I really need to figure out that game because it's like a game that I can see myself liking when I actually get the hang of it, but it's like getting the hang of it part that's difficult.
Yes.
All right.
It's a Diggs again. This time with a
Hey.
squick, a crow, and a dig. Last time was a
Hello.
Psyduck.
Crispy,
Yes.
behold.
Squick crow. Digbot.
Let's see.
Dig doc.
Okay, I like that a lot, Andy. Hold on. I will share. I will share with the class. Yeah, there's his Arc Raider character. He kind of reminds me of Inspector.
Oh,
He
that's
kinda reminds me
good.
of
That's
Inspector Gadget.
good.
Do you see it? Go, go,
Yep.
Gadget Banana.
Hail, comma, yeah, says Diggs. Boo Porch says it needs to be animated.
Oh, I was thinking of
Oh.
like I want to do a GIF where like he's just being shot at like other raiders and the arcs, and he's just like being ragdoll around.
I liked the other night when you were like asking Techie about playing Tarkov, and like 3 of us all jumped to almost say don't, and Techie then very soberly explained you probably don't want to play Tarkov.
I
If you want
mean,
to
he
play
already. I was already like, oh yeah, I probably shouldn't, and then he just kept going. I'm like, I get it.
yeah.
Yeah, I've never
He's like
heard
that dad
anyone
when
that
like
plays Tarkov endorse it.
Well, it's like being that guy that's still addicted to cigarettes, but you don't want anyone else to get hooked.
Yeah, I understand.
Only if it's not a simulation, says Fezbear. Okay, so I have completed the initial piano score or the initial piano composition for the song. So now to start breaking it up and writing it into a proper player score for piano, and then also the orchestral score.
Is that gonna be a lot of steps for you? I don't really know.
No, this is actually the what Anakin aptly calls the fun part. Because when you write something just on a piano by itself, it can kind of sound anemic. Until you start adding in like the orchestration and so forth, or whatever instrumentation you're intending. Jix says, "I feel like I'm sitting in a waiting room for a tarot card reading or a massage." Trying to figure out what kind of massage parlor offers Furby tanks. Oh, you're still waiting on that very chill vibe. Just the music. Oh, okay, he's talking about the music, yeah.
It's I've been getting into like some lo-fi ambiance music while I've just been gaming or playing or drawing or whatever, so
my special Furby massage is not being shared, says Diggs.
I don't want to think about that. Especially considering the picture that Whacker sent me the other night. You know the one.
I know the one.
I'm not sharing it with everyone else for their own sake. You will gain nothing from knowing what it is. Trust me.
Even Discord attempts to stop you from speaking about it.
It sounds like Discord.
Yeah.
In this case, I don't.
We thank you for that, Crispy, says Haleon. Send it to Haleon. I mean, he deserves it at least.
Oh God.
No, I tease. I tease. I love you, Haley,
get away
baby.
with a lot of shit in the Star Wars games, so.
But yeah, so part of the thing is with a musical, you always have to render both the orchestral score and then a version of the score that is to only be played on piano, because, simply put, you don't know if you have anything else available. But any music department worth their salt has a good pianist on hand.
Understandable.
And since the piano can, under an effective player, roughly hit every note that an orchestra might.
I do like a good piano.
Dig says, I hear the Great Depression is hitting you Thursday evening, to Haleon. Yeah, this particular song will actually be written for harpsichord.
How do you write a song for a theremin?
That is a good question. I have played a theremin once or twice, but not enough to say I have
I want one.
Have the tonality memorized. Oh, they are fun.
Yeah, when I saw Clutch live, they had a theremin they brought out for one part of one of their newer songs, and it was really awesome to see them play that shit on stage.
Haleon says, gonna fuck up the local average age algorithm.
Looking at all that skibbity riz shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Scooby-Doo toilet or whatever it's called. I'm gonna get to the point where, like, if my niece and nephew start sending these to me, I'm just gonna like do the uncle thing and just ruin it for them by saying it back unironically.
Oh, I've already started doing that to my nephews and niece.
Excellent.
The older of the two
fun.
nephews, he's 14 now, so he's like, Uncle John, don't.
It's like, you asked for this. All the time that you were telling me about Fortnite, I was like, I'm remembering this for later.
My nephew, and I am proud of him for this, said, and I quote, "Fortnite is for peasants."
Excellent, excellent. He's going places.
Cookie Mom.
My nephew does enjoy Fortnite, so.
In response to Halien's statement about fucking up the age algorithm, Cookie Mama says, "Nah, fam, I'm here."
Oh god, I just had a horrible thought. Just go to my nephew, be like, "Hey, I've got this game. It's called Spec Ops: The Line. Do you want to play it?"
Yep.
Just drop him back off at his parents' face. He's got the 1,000-yard stare while Alice in Chains is playing in the background.
Yeah, don't do that with your uncle that came back from home.
No,
Yeah, about that.
No, I'm not about to do that because I don't want to reenact other parts of Apocalypse now.
Yeah. Let's just say both his dad and his stepdad are veterans, and the boy has something of an appreciation for things you don't talk about around.
I'm a veteran of the
veterans.
No, yeah.
There are two types of veterans that. There are two types of veterans that you get from playing Spec Ops: The Lines. The ones that just keep quiet, and the ones that are laughing profusely.
Yeah.
It's the ones that keep quiet are the ones.
That?
Here's the thing, Andy. The ones that keep quiet are the ones that actually saw shit, because the ones that saw shit don't want to talk about it. Anyone that, like, brags about their military service and, like, oh yeah, man, I was in the shit, like, they definitely were just, like, a mail clerk at a base or something. I bet you.
Yeah. I mean, I could believe, general GI or whatever, but it where I start to grow suspicious is the more specialized the statement.
Yeah, if you're a grunt in Vietnam, you may have had a decent experience, you may have had a horrible experience. I don't know. I'm not judging. I didn't serve in that war, but I could just imagine there was a spectrum of how that went for people. Some guys probably just chilled in a fire base, maybe one or two junk patrols, and then went home. Other guys, they were in the Tet Offensive.
Yep. The one that Bully Steak says, can't confirm, my father almost never talked about Vietnam. Yeah, my business partner's dad fought in Nam, and one of the things that he talked about that was just kind of subtly horrifying, what little he did talk about it, was actually being a sniper, because if you stare at the target for too long, you start to feel guilty.
Oof. Yeah, I would not want to be a sniper in Vietnam. Those guys went through some shit.
Mm.
By the way,
that or those MacV Saw guys. Like, holy shit.
What'd you say, Andy?
Well, I kind of looked it up on a whim, and I looked up Arc Raiders cosplay, and like 3D printing has just done a lot for the cosplay community, because they're already building like the helmets and the guns and such.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the one I think
already
about
made
is
like a bunch of the jackets and shit.
I mean, the one I think of is Star Wars, because I remember back in college when I was a freshman, we had a Comic-Con and they had some of the 501st guys there. And I was like really interested in doing that, but it was like $600 for like a starter kit to build the armor that I wanted, and that was just too much. And I sincerely wonder, like, if I could do something like that for cheaper with 3D printing these days. And I bet you I probably could. I just have to find the right print for it. But it's just crazy to think about how far that's come.
Dig Dug says, I'd be artillery. I don't want to see anyone die if I gotta kill them. I get that.
No, I would probably do the same. Because at least then you don't necessarily need to think about it, I guess.
So I tried to sign up for the military when I turned 18, and because it was only a couple years after 9/11, they had their pick of the litter. So when I tried to sign up, they said, like, no asthma, sorry. And, I'd moved down the line, and Marines and Army both said no, and so I ended up, noping out of that. I'm glad now in hindsight, because I wanted to be a tank driver. Like, and let's just say that dream came true and I became armor. My life as a musician would be very different now. Especially given that most of the tank drivers and artillery guys that I've talked to, they don't hear too good no more.
Yeah, that was my thought. Yeah. I know at one point in high school I thought about joining the military. I thought about joining the Marines, which in hindsight, thank God I didn't do that. I don't think I would I mean, first of all, I don't even think I would have gotten in the military just because of various reasons, but also I'm not a soldier, man. Like, I'm not a fighter.
Yeah. I started out first trying to do game design and then realized I hated programming. And then I moved to a double major in English and history. Realized I wanted to be a musician, dropped English, and became a double major in music and history.
Yeah, I originally went to school for a combination of an associate's in graphic design and game design. And when I realized, hey, I don't want to learn coding, that's when I went to full graphic design.
Yeah.
Because I was not about that coding life.
PJ said I had a jolly adventure in the Air Force.
I feel like Air Force is probably one of the branches where you're going to have, like, a better time, depending on where you're stationed. Because usually you're, like, I'd imagine you're mostly at nicer air bases, like Okinawa and shit.
Well, it depends on if you're, like... A lot of times we're thinking of, like, the Air Force's, like, technical side, but you do have to remember the Air Force has, like, MPs and security guards.
No, you're right, you're right.
Like, granted, it's still nicer than, say, what a GI has to put up with.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
PJ says, Texas talk about the French sending you a teletype message that they're going to nuke you is a real thing, and maintain nuclear command and control with teletypes in the late 90s. Ugh.
Wow, it's like, what's that movie where it's like, shall we play a game?
Oh, God, yeah, War Games?
Yeah, that's it.
But yeah, one of my favorite bits of comic strip was the first Awesome Platoon, which is a bunch of military bronies, and it was clearly therapy writing on their part. And one of the gags was like showing it the way that the different divisions treat their men, and the Air Force guy's like, Jason, sir, why is that chair 2 inches higher than I know your normal comfort zone is? Well, sir, I'm trying to slouch less. I'll allow it this time. Yes, sir, and don't call me sir. Sorry, Bob.
Yeah, and then meanwhile you cut to the Brony Marine Division and it's like Full Metal Jacket.
Grandpa, what are those?
That's an edit I want to see, is just like the drill sergeant scene from Full Metal Jacket, but it's ponies.
There's a great one I'll send you, but one of my favorite ones was when he's like, God, this food the barracks food is so shitty. I'd rather eat the grass out behind the mess hall. And the guy's like, it's not as bad as when we were in Korea. We had to eat kimchi. I'm sorry, Sarge, but that doesn't sound that bad. And the Sarge just looks at him with this haunted look on his face. He was our translator.
Oh. Jesus Christ. Gallows humor is a hell of a thing.
Oh yeah, then like whenever the chief master sergeant sees a boot, he's just like, "You inferior being, come do my will."
I definitely got into like a bit of a hole once or twice about watching like drill instructors in the military just mess with people. I've also heard some really fun stories where half of it is just like funny shit you're not allowed to laugh at boot camp, where it's just weird shit happens. I just remember the one 4chan green text story I read, which, obviously take that with a grain of salt because it's 4chan, but it was like a dude waking up with morning wood and then 3 drill sergeants like getting to crotch level and screaming at it until it went down, and everyone else just had to stand there at attention.
Yep.
I mean, obviously I'm not a military person, but if I was a drill sergeant, I would just do weird shit just to mess with people. Because, yeah, you can obviously yell at someone to make them run laps and stuff, but what's the emotional trauma about, waking them up at 2 in the morning and dressed like Kermit the Frog? That'll stick with the more.
This one's great. I just looked up because I hadn't read their stuff in a little while. It shows the Master Sergeant coming up. Marine, what's that coming out of your eyes? Is that this kind of emotional instability is why the Corps is going to shit? And the Marine is still crying. And finally just turns around the computer. Sir, the Chinese did a knockoff of Finding Nemo, and then in their version, they don't find Nemo. And immediately the sergeant's eyes just start projectilely firing water into the Marine.
Oh my god. Oh, it's like that. It's like that edit of Toy Story 3 where it cuts to the credits right after like the incinerator. I love that video where somebody showed their mom and she was like, "Oh my god!" Sorry, Andy, you were gonna say something.
No, I was just saying they didn't like me much when guy walked by and said "tension," and I said, "I got enough of that, sir."
Oh yeah,
I don't know why they kicked me out of the SEALs. They said they were frogmen, and I showed up with the costume and everything.
One of my other favorite ones was it shows the GI sitting there eating like a very sad dinner at in the mess hall, and he's just like crying. Then it cuts to the Air Force guy, and he's eating like a proper dining room, and there's a butler. Then it cuts to the Marine, and he's eating crayons happily. Then it cuts to the Navy guys who are dipping entire sub sandwiches in mayonnaise and then eating them very suggestively. And then it cuts to the Coast Guard and the CIA, and they're just straight up eating the confiscated cocaine.
Hey man, can't let that shit go to waste. That's some good Colombian bamboo.
Hey,
Load says, "Oh dear God, why?" Oh, Load.
Yeah,
Load
Colombian couscous. That been as leg and sugar.
Also, I don't know if you want to eat cocaine. I don't know what it does to you, but I mean, I've seen Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine.
You know, drinking that much isn't attractive. I don't want to be attractive. I want to be drunk.
That's like that Winston Churchill quote. It's like, I may be drunk, but I'll be sober in the morning and you'll still be ugly.
Sir, if you were my husband, I'd poison your tea. And if you were my wife, I'd drink it.
Oh yeah, the one where they
cocaine accessories.
The one where they accidentally cook caffeinated coffee in the decaf pot and it summons a genie. And so then the Air Force guy wishes for his heart's desire to come true, and his chair turns into an anime waifu and begins hitting on him.
Oh my god.
I'm like, that joke is several layers of esoteric, but it works.
I mean, it's fitting for the Air Force.
Volgartech says it. Lols.
Wow, time flies when you're having fun drawing Helldiver shit.
Oh, yeah. Lovat, sir, I didn't see you at camouflage training today. Thank you, sir.
Camouflage.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then when the younger boots catch the Master Sergeant making snowmen, and at first they think it's like adorable until they realize he's taking out his frustrations on them. On poor Private Chuckle Slosh.
Oh, that's
Chuckle
right.
Slosh. That sounds like the name of a juggalo.
The Chuckle Slosh.
Oh, didn't someone like yell at you for sending them ICP brony stuff, Storm?
Diggs killed
That's
me
right.
for sending him
That's right.
ICP.
That's right, yeah. Buried you out back in the flower bed.
By the way, I need to send you. I was watching stuff on, Arc Raiders and all that. There's this one creator. He like does these drawings that they look like if our art styles were kind of merged together and then made a little bit worse. And when I mean worse, I don't mean like bad. I mean
like more cursed.
Yeah, like
I mean, you've certainly got my attention. I want to see that.
If you turn the Nickelodeon and Adult Swim meter up even further on our art style.
I like where this is going.
Will Coast Guard for food. Poor brush face.
What, you guys don't go fishing while you're out there? You got a boat.
There's probably some kind of regulation against that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's late. Who's gonna stop you? You're on the ocean. Maritime law and shit.
Fair.
It's the military.
Like, no, we just found this
quad, Crispy.
No comment.
I mean, unless you're Patton. Patton, did you come back with people tied to the hood of your Jeep again?
Patton just kind of did what he wanted, from what I understand, which didn't really, like, gain him a lot of favors from people.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think he cared about favors from people. I think he just wanted to kill.
I mean, he was a bit of a Beyonce when it came to generalship, from my understanding.
I think he was one of those people that, like, oh, yeah, that's right. Didn't he believe that he was a resurrected Spartan warrior?
Yeah, that sounds like him. That sounds like Patton.
Digi says, fucking friendship, how does that work? Pure motherfucking magic.
Did somebody say magic? Pulls out Polka. The friendship is magic, and magic is heresy!
Dun 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 dun. Our diminutive equine.
Why did you start with the Mario thing?
I don't know.
Hey man, sometimes now I want to hear the Scat Man do this Mario theme.
Oh yeah, the one where it's like shows a bunch of peppers on the plant talking to each other. Mama, will the coyote come back to eat me? No, Nino, we are peppers. We are too spicy to eat. Look, see, he only eats me a little. Millions of years of evolution made us hot, so nothing can eat us. Mama, what's that? And it shows a Mexican pony, and they all start screaming.
Should just put Mad Ducks.
Oh yeah,
too. I've seen him eat spicy things that would definitely kill me.
Yes.
There was a comic that was like a pepper plant being like, over millions of years of evolution, I've generated capsaicin that keeps most creatures away from me and eating me. And then it shows a scientist that says, we have selectively bred a plant that has 100 times more capsaicin than you do. And he eats it in front of the pepper and starts going, yeah, and he's sweating, his face is turning red. And the pepper's like,
oh god, it's like Invincible where he's got the red eyes.
Yep.
He's like, Marv, come boof this. I'm gonna send this to Whacker with no context. Unless he's watching the stream.
Ita puto itoyo ho 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 ho. You know what? You need to do War to Worlds Furbies, where it's just a head on like a tripod.
I mean, I kind of did that with the Furbinex/Furbinator that I drew. But I could definitely do a tripod, because I don't think I've done a Furby tripod yet.
Well, it's just like the head of a Furby, and like it's got the weird like robo tentacle tripod legs.
Oh, hold on. I think I know what I could throw into this real quick.
I had a terrible thought.
Yeah.
You got to start a project where you're going to redraw every Digimon, but as a Furby.
Oh, Jesus. Digimon gets real weird, too, so that's gonna get interesting.
Okay, he's going to watch his cartoons. Angel Woman shows up. I feel funny.
There we go.
The only act more violent than God. The only act more violent than misgendering somebody is misbranching a soldier in the military.
Yeah, I feel like you'll get stabbed for that.
Probably.
Do Marines still wear that digital camo? Because that's normally how I can tell who's a Marine. I don't think really any of the services wear it except maybe them. I'm not sure.
May
Any
have.
Marines in chat.
Hold on a minute. Are you copy and pasting?
Yes, Andy. Because I'm
Okay, that's fine.
gonna say, working smarter, not harder.
Yeah, you're
But
right.
But I am still putting in the work.
That's right.
Before you say what I think you're gonna fucking say.
I mean, if you're gonna go through that trouble, you might as well have like also colored it too. You know.
I guess I could have done that, but I would have had to select
I'll
multiple
be the
layers.
color.
Meh.
Yeah, that's true.
It's fine. I've done it enough where I'm just used to it, so. Oh god, that's menacing.
Menace this, Blade Hand Aubergine.
I'd like to menace it. I'm just still trying to figure out the damn game.
I'm trying to figure out what like the tripod horn sound for this thing would be like.
I mean, just bass boost pick a Furby
Like,
audio and bass boost it.
Instead of that, be like, oh. Ah.
Exactly.
I want you to know, Private, that I will never break your heart. You only have one of those. But you have 205 bones, and I'm willing to break a couple of them.
That sounds like a very drill sergeant response. Yeah, that's horrifying. If I saw that in Cyberstand, I'd call in a hell bomb immediately. On myself.
I
I can make it more menacing though. I have the ability.
By the way, someone said that the picture I drew, he says it just reminds him of like a British guy running, and I don't, I kind of get it.
I mean, I can see a bit of Monty Python in it, I suppose.
Well, the idea is like he's being shot at and shit, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I know, I totally get you.
I'm actually thinking of doing a gift where it's like just multiple poses of him doing like that, being like.
Honestly, man, go for it. You saying how you wanted to do some animation stuff, so could be something fun to play around with.
Do 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 do.
I'm glad you did it because I was gonna do it if you didn't.
A foot stomps on a skull and it rolls up, and it's a.
Also,
it's like a
real quick, can we talk about real quick about how the Furby organ guy is going to be on Eurovision?
What?
There's
the
a guy
that
who made a pipe.
The Furby pipe organ is apparently going to be on Eurovision, and he better bring that shit out on stage. I will be upset if he doesn't. I don't watch Eurovision, but I'll watch it if he brings that out.
I mean, from what I gathered, most of our European friends don't watch Eurovision.
Is it like their version of American Idol?
Well, most of us don't watch American Idol.
You know what? You make a good point.
I haven't watched TV in like forever.
Oh, I'm the same way. I don't really watch TV these days.
What Furby propaganda do you think he announces? Asks Hungry Hungry Hobo.
That's a good question. It definitely just sounds like a lot of bass boosted Furby quotes. I can definitely see that being a thing.
I see you.
Yes, there we go.
Sending you something, Andy. This is the based life I aspire to.
In this moment, I am based. Oh, it's magnificent.
All about that bass, about that bass, about that bass, bass, bass.
Oh, that's even better. Holy shit.
It looks like it has a force field.
Andy.
What?
I will force a field into you. I will force you into a field. Make you jog.
I'd like to see a try, you little stick figure motherfucker.
Oh god, yeah, no,
well,
you I was the smallest one in the house at the meetup.
Well, it's not just that, Crispy. Like, you could have been the biggest one in the house, but we know that the easiest way to defeat you is to break a glass in front of you.
I was gonna say.
Oh my god. You know what? You're right. You're right. Because that. Oh my god, that caught me off guard so much.
I should say that Crispy is easily affected by stun attacks.
I'm quite easily stunnable. That is a hell of a picture, Storm.
Truly, I am become based.
Storm wanted to be based. I basted him, and it shows Storm Song like laying down with a giant baster squeezer.
I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about that because it makes me think about things I don't want to think about.
The thing you don't want to think about makes you think of the things you don't want to think about.
Exactly.
Crispy, why is your search engine full of searching for the movie Furbies versus Garbage Pail Kids?
Don't you worry about that.
Look, he has special needs, okay?
That would be a movie. I'd watch that. Like,
I'm not gonna say
a town where, for some reason, like the Garbage Pail Kids and Furbies are like at war with each other in some sort of Gremlin-esque way.
I mean, now I just want to see Critters versus Gremlins.
Critters are very nasty. I don't know. There are not a lot of things that could probably win against them.
Probably. Ah.
Hear that one where they rolled into a ball and they rolled over a guy and they like chewed him into bones?
Yep.
Into bones, I say! You know what was weird is they had this child story called like The Critter or something like that. It was I don't know what it was, but it was like, it looked like a critter, but he was like in overalls and these weird. What was the shit? What was it called?
I don't know. At any rate, it looks like we are getting close to the end of stream here, so I think I'm going to call it here.
All right. Well, thank you for coming, everyone.
Yes, thank you for joining us on this Tuesday.
Always remember that hobo bacon is the best bacon.
Yes, delicious hobo. Have a good one.